Howdy folks, just shooting another video. Haven't been too active on my TTM front. I do have videos in queue, I think till the middle of November, trying to get to the end of the year without missing a Monday, no matter how few or many I have. But I was going across this pile of stuff that I got. When you TTM, I would say probably, it's the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of the time you're going to get something back, 20% it's just gone into the postal world. And, sadly enough, I sent away two, for you hockey aficionados, two 1965 Topps Paul Henderson rookie cards, and a 1961 Parkhurst Dave Keon rookie card, which cost me a lot of money to buy the cards. So, and then I sent them away on a Friday, and then I think on the Tuesday or so, Canada Post went on strike. Now, they just announced today. Today is Friday, October 10th, when I'm shooting this. Probably release it next Thursday. That they are going back to work on rotating strikes. So I think that means they're just going to, different delivery depots won't work on certain days. So, albeit it'll be slower than it already is. But at least we'll get some mail going. I've been noticing my Facebook groups, people are selling things with the anticipation of, shipping it when Canada Post opens back up. So it looks like that's going to happen. But in the interim, my TTM journey, I found, it's been pretty cool because not only are you sending cards away to get signed, a lot of times they throw in extras for you. Some are photos, business cards, what have you. So I was going through, I got a pile of oversized stuff that I think I want to show off. And, if you wanted to get into the TTM world, a lot of this stuff that I send away you'll see these people, they're free signings, and whatever you've included, they send extras. So it's not a bad thing. So enough rambling. Let me turn the camera around. I'll show you what I got. Sit tight. Okay, folks. So here's a good example. I mean, whether you're a Christian or not, that doesn't matter to me. I was raised Catholic, but I mean, athletes have a platform where they can, talk about their religion and their beliefs in hopes that they can convert someone, and that's cool. Good for them. They should use their platform. Some people would say not for politics, not for religion, but they do, so be it. I will show this one, Gary Unger. It's a Christian pamphlet. Now, I said, when you send away things for free, he does charge. He's like $10 per, but he threw in, I think I sent 3 cards, and he signed a penny sleeve for me by accident. I'll get to that. I've got a collection growing of signed penny sleeves and card savers. But that's a Christian pamphlet from Mr. Gary Unger. At one point was the Iron Man for the most consecutive games played without missing. Should tuck that in there. This one from the desk of, I think he's still the NHL VP. At least he was. Mr. Colin Campbell, Hockey Hall of Fame in 2024. Guess that's his little notepad. This came from Mr. Réjean Houle of Les Montréal Canadiens. He signed the back. It's like a team-issued postcard. You send him something and he includes that. These I got from Mr. Jude Drouin. So I sent to him twice. He's played for numerous teams, one being the Islanders. So he sent that photograph signed. He also signed, you can see the signature in blue down there, which is pretty cool. This is almost like, who's the artist that used to do the paintings? Was it, I want to say his last name was Neiman. Was it Leroy Neiman? Maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank, but I think it was Neiman. He did this type of painting style. He's got some pretty famous ones. So he sent those. And then the next time I sent to him, he sent a signed Minnesota North Star photo. These are just photos. Already have these done. Jude, North Stars, JPEG. Here you go. And then he also sent one. This is something that he had done. He did start his career with the Montreal Canadiens, so that's a cool piece. And it's just got like Kodak paper. So very cool. Also, your friend and mine, Mr. Norm Ullman, if you send him a bunch and a nice little donation. I don't think he requires it, but if you do, you get extras like this. Detroit Red Wings Hall of Fame, 1982. Then on the back, there's a little bit about his career. Looks like it's like a Hall of Fame postcard, so very cool. He is actually signing at the Sports Card Expo in November, and he's like $5 or $10 through the mail. So a lot of guys signing at the expo that you can get through the mail. One guy I'm targeting is Brad Park. You can get him through the mail, but he personalizes it. So I'm thinking in person. He should not, because I got a couple of his rookie cards. This one's out of order. Another one from Mr. Ray-Jean Houle with his 5 Stanley Cups that he's won. And again, team issued postcard they put on the back. So put that in there. Along the Christian Avenue, Mr. Ernie Wakely, I've sent to him a couple of times, and he sends these pamphlets. Again, it's signed in silver on the front. Former St. Louis goalie. Talks about, how he gave his life to Christ. And there's his address. If anyone wants to, I've been getting a lot of people asking for addresses lately. If you are looking for an address, I don't mind giving them out here and there. However, I will tell you this. You can email me in the YouTube About section is my email. Hit me up with an email if you're looking for something. And I should be able to share that. However, barring that, Star Tiger is what I use, and it's $5 US a month. Or if you buy the whole year, it's $40. And if you're a TTMer, it's well worth it. Well worth it to spend the money. So, next one I got was from Mr. Guy Lapointe, Hall of Fame, 93, former Habs defenseman. And then he went on to, I think he played for Winnipeg. That was awful. Mr. John Van Boxmeer. I wish this was a Habs postcard, but nonetheless, it's a Buffalo Sabres. Number 4. Sign that. Pretty cool. Dennis Kearns from your Vancouver Canucks. Believe does he have his, no, he doesn't include it on here, his address. Just something about his playing days. Number 6. Dubbed the Dennis Potvin of the West. Well, I don't know about that, because he didn't really live up to Dennis Potvin's legacy, that's for sure. Pittsburgh Penguin goalie Les Binkley sent that. I think with him I sent a donation. Sometimes they don't require a donation, but I send them anyhow, just as a a thank you. So I find a lot of times you get more success when you put money in the envelope. It's usually pretty good guarantee. Mr. Rosie Paymont, had this little card done up. New Jersey Devils, all kinds of teams on here. Flyers, Canucks, Hartford Whalers, Chicago Cougars. I think this is the Niagara Falls Flyers. Who is this one? Does that say the Cubs? Almost looks like, oh, the Gulls, maybe. San Diego Gulls, maybe. Minor league team. Who else do we have? Got this from the desk of Mr. Jim Poplinski. 1 goal, 1,000 assists. Best wishes, Jim Poplinski. Sent that along. This and next guy is very good, TTMer. Mr. Tracy Pratt. So he played for Buffalo. Sent that photo, and he also played for Colorado. Sent that along. Hey, M, stay healthy. Something else on there. What he said, I don't know. This one's pretty cool. I sent away to Henry Winkler. And although he did sign my Happy Days card, I guess he was one of the voices for the #1 boss, Fritz. So he sent that along. Now, again, I sent him a $10 donation and my card, and I got that back in this. So can't beat that. Mr. Paul Popeil. This guy's a legend. Sent over 2 times. I've got a bunch of stuff. So that's a photo of his 77-78 WHA card, 72-73. And that is the 75-76, I think, WHA card. All are signed. And then a couple of duplicates. There's another one from Tracy Pratt, where I'm trying to... That looks like either John Wensink or maybe Jack McElhargy. The bushy stash and the fro going. Sent that. Also had this other one. Had them out of order. A second Les Binkley. Get one of those every time. Oh, look. And there's another one on the back. So I've got 3 of those. So that's cool. And then finally the last one. And it's really tough to see, but it's definitely there along the skate blades and the stick. This is Mr. Phil Roberto, and although it doesn't show up too well, he passed away recently. I would say Jeff at Top Shelf would know better, but within the last 6 months, I'm pretty sure. So anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like I said, if you're into the TTM, those are some stuff, some tips and tricks. Star Tiger, Sports Collector Forum. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's just easier to pay because then you could look it up instead of hunting people around. Hey, what's this address? Do you have this? But I don't mind doing that. But, you know, if I'm going to pay for it and you're going to continually ask, probably not going to happen, to be honest with you. But yeah, hit me up. My email's in my About section, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.